If you have to chase him, it means he's already running. And yet you keep trying. You keep thinking that if you love him harder, he will finally see your worth. He will finally see the value you bring into the relationship. And maybe he will eventually commit to you. Deep down you feel exhausted. You feel unloved, unappreciated, disrespected. But you carry on doing it. Why do we do this? Why do we hold on to men who show us over and over again that they are not choosing us? But most importantly, which is the essence of this video, how do you stop this cycle and start attracting the love that you actually deserve? Hi, my name is Smedge Williams. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am breaking down why this happened and the mindset shift that you need to change everything and the exact steps to stop chasing and start valuing yourself. Let's get into the video. From the research conducted, it was observed that a lot of women constantly question their self-worth in relationships. It is also observed that the women feel that if they do more, if they try harder, if they prove their value, their worth in that relationship, that he might eventually commit to them and settle down with them. Sometimes the way we were raised or the environment we grew up in shapes the way we see or perceive ourselves. Maybe your family's social status made you feel less than. Maybe you've carried shame about your background, about your parents, about your struggles, and about your past experiences. These things mold us as young women, shaping our thoughts, our self-worth, and even the choices we make in our relationships. So without realizing it, you enter a relationship carrying these insecurities, carrying these trauma. I know most of my videos you've heard me mention trauma. For clarity, I want to define trauma as a lasting emotional response to a distressing event that can be difficult to cope with. Trauma can happen at any age, and it can affect a person's sense of safety and the ability to regulate their emotions. So you see, a lot of us carry this trauma without realizing. And as you are in that relationship, with all these experiences you've garnered growing up, as an adult, you're asking yourself, am I good enough? Would he really like me or love me if he truly know my story? Maybe if I try harder to prove my value in this relationship, to show him that I've got something to offer in this relationship, maybe he will commit to me. Before you know it, you're not just in a relationship. You are in a battle to prove yourself. I know this struggle firsthand. I didn't grow up in the best environment. I didn't have the best education or come from a wealthy family. But at a point in my life, I had to ask myself, who do I want to be? What kind of a woman do I want to be? I asked myself, am I allowing my past to define me? How do I create the life and the love that I truly deserve? The truth is that we all know what we want. You know what you deserve. You know what you desire. With these questions I asked myself, that is when I decided to make a choice to change the way I perceive myself, a choice to define me and not be defined by my environment, not be defined by my parents, or be defined by my own past experiences or mistakes. The truth is that to change is hard. Anyone who says to you it's easy to change, it's not that easy. Change is hard. When I started setting boundaries and valuing myself, something interesting happened. Many of my relationships were not lasting more than 2 months. Yeah, you heard me right. Why? Because the moment I saw the red flags, the moment I realized that I'm being disrespected and devalued. The moment I saw the things that I don't want to tolerate, I walked away. Was it easy to walk away? No, it hurts. It stings. It is painful. Even got to a stage, few people that I knew then said to me that I am very picky. I was being too picky, and at the rates and the way I am going, I am not going to find love. I may not settle down. Those words, they hurt. Because the thing is that people don't see what you see. People don't see where you are going. But what did I do? I stayed true to myself. I knew what I wanted. And I kept asking myself, what is the essence of a relationship when you're not being heard? What is the essence of a relationship when you're not loved? What is the essence of a relationship when you're not respected? It doesn't make sense to me. I rather stay on my own and have my sanity. But the more I walked away for what wasn't right for me, the more I built my self-confidence. The more I understand and realize that I am in control of my life, in control of my relationships and my happiness. And that is so empowering. It was so good feeling that way, that I am in charge of my life. One thing you should understand is that your relationship cannot change unless you change. The way you allow yourself to be treated will continue unless you set a clear boundary. Today, I ask you, what limiting beliefs are you holding on to? What past experiences are shaping your self-worth? What are you afraid of losing if you demand something better that you deserve? Stop believing the lie. You see, the idea that if he leaves, you will never find someone better or you will never find someone else is a lie. Look at the world we are in. The world is full of possibilities. The world is full of endless opportunities. But the limit we place on ourselves becomes our reality. What is your reality? I once knew a young, beautiful, tall, vibrant, beautiful young woman full of life. She believed that the man she was with was her last bus stop. I tried hard to encourage her that she's young, she's full of life. There are things that are better out there. But she stayed with him. She stayed with this man even though she wasn't happy. She stayed with this man even though she knew she deserved better. She stayed with this man even though she knew she was disrespected and was not treated well. Tragically, she's passed away. She's no longer here today. While this man, much more older than this young girl, continued with his life. Maybe by now, he's got another woman. Maybe he's married. This is why I'm encouraging you to stop settling for less. Stop placing limits on yourself. You have one life and you can only live it once. Stop believing that it is as good as it gets. The limit you place yourself will become your reality. You can have the love that you deserve, but it has to start with you. It has to start with you setting boundaries. It has to start with you refusing to settle for anything and just anything that comes your way. You have to start believing that you deserve better, that you are worthy of love, of being valued. Your past and previous circumstances don't define you. It does not define your future. While we can't choose our origins, we can't choose our environment, we can't even choose our parents. We can choose our path forward by addressing the internal challenges and setting clear standards for ourselves. You can transform your relationship dynamics and, more importantly, your relationship with yourself. So I ask you, what is holding you back? What fears, what beliefs, what challenges are keeping you stuck? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching today. And as always, God's blessings.